From VTV Channel 6 studios in downtown Vernal, this is Local Point with your host, Chris Piner.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Local Point, brought to you by Ashley Regional Medical Center. I'm David Gale, filling in once again for Chris Piner. We've got an exciting show for you today. Joining me in the studio, we have Irene Hansen and Polly Karen to talk about the upcoming Enchanted Forest. It's such a lovely name. It makes my fingers do this. Enchanted Forest. Okay, well, what is the Enchanted Forest? First of all, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much, David, for being here. And you know, we are so excited. This is the one event that, first of all, it keeps us on a high for months after it's over.
Sure.
And we start looking forward to it months before it happens, because what this really is a celebration in our community. Celebration of our companies, a celebration and acknowledgement of the charities that are in our community, as well as just probably the first real holiday celebration of the season.
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of kicks it off in great style, and we have a good time.
Okay, so let's, for those who maybe have never heard of the Enchanted Forest, I mean, the first thing I think of is, well, you know, walking into a foggy area. What exactly is the Enchanted Forest? It's this event that happens. Where does it happen? What is it?
Well, it takes place at the Crossroads Senior Center in Roosevelt. It begins on Thursday, November 15th, with a live auction of beautiful trees that are put in. Polly is the person who helps coordinate a lot of the work on those trees and a lot of the companies that put those in. And then Friday and Saturday, it's just open to the general public to come in and look at the trees, to do a silent auction on some beautiful wreaths, to look at gingerbread houses, and we have Santa visiting, we have a story hour. It's just a great time for families. And this year, we're hoping on Friday evening we're going to have carriage rides.
Oh, very nice. With all the snow that we're starting to get, hopefully, you know, maybe it'll clear up just long enough so that we can, you know, bundle up and have a good time out there.
That sounds wonderful.
Okay, so again, you say it was the 15th of November is the actual auction. So how many trees do you have to auction off?
We should have around, well, 35 charities will be represented.
Okay.
So we hope we have about 35 trees. We will have 35 trees.
We will have 35
and
trees.
Yes, and they are beautifully decorated trees, and we made over $203,000 on our trees last year. Wow. So it was a wonderful event. Wow. So each charity was able to take home, you know, a sizable amount of money to help them throughout the year support their charity.
And who comes? Can anybody go to this event, show up? Do you have to buy tickets?
You have to buy tickets. They're $20 a ticket. The dinner starts at 6:30.
Okay.
We would like people to come that are interested in buying a tree.
Sure, right.
Seats are limited for that evening.
So if you just want a nice dinner, maybe you should go to a restaurant. But if you want a nice dinner and you want to support the community and these charities by bidding on trees, by all means, please come. Where can people get tickets?
You can call the Duchesne County Chamber of Commerce, 722-4598.
722-4598.
4598.
Hopefully we'll have like a little thing down here somewhere with that number across it for you. Okay, so you've got these 35 charities, always good but how do you decide who you help? How does that whole work out?
You know, it's interesting as you start to visit with different community members. You know, we are trying to keep it as much local as possible, Basin wide, of course. Sure. And so you have the Family Support Center. You have things like CLIC, which Keeping Love in the Community helps cancer patients. The Radiation Vacation Van, just to name a few. Family Support Center, Children's Justice Center. So all of those, the food pantry, Meals on Wheels, all of those wonderful things that you hear about every year, we all help, but this just takes it to the next level. And in fact, last year, you know, when you see some of these small charities that often they do bake sales, garage sales, you know, and all of a sudden they have a gift of $4,000 to $5,000. Yeah. You can just imagine the good work that they can do for their community. The Fine Arts Council is represented there. It's just a host of wonderful charities that, you know, are always behind the scenes, helping and doing for other people. And this is just a time to celebrate their contribution, and also, you know, bring them up, rise them up a
Yeah.
little bit for the next year.
Yeah, and like you said, it's kind of like a kickoff to the whole holiday spirit. You know, you get into this giving mood, and it goes all through Christmas and New Year, and it's just a great way to start this time of year. It always goes so fast this time of year; it just goes wow. So for those who would love to, now the trees that are auctioned off that night on the 15th. Do they get to stay there for the next couple of days so that the rest of the people come and get to at least see those?
They do.
Okay, so if you can't actually participate in the bidding portion, you can come and maybe bid on some smaller items. Tell me a little bit more about that on the next 2 days, the 16th and 17th.
Absolutely. That Friday and Saturday, the 16th and 17th, they can come in. We have beautiful designer-made wreaths that are custom-made for this event. We have a wonderful designer that donates his time, and he's really world-renowned. He's that good. Makes beautiful, one-of-a-kind wreaths and some other things that are done in a silent auction. So, you know, probably I could never afford to buy a tree, but I can buy, and I have bought, a couple of those wreaths, and it just makes my Christmas to have that kind of a beautiful item in our, you know, in our home, and know that I can afford to do that. But again, it's for families. Everyone can come Friday and Saturday, Friday night till 9 and Saturday till 4. And
there's some more stuff that goes on there besides just the buying of the wreaths, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. We got to take a break. We are over our time here, so stay with us. We'll be right back. We're going to get a quick message from Ashley Regional Medical Center.
If you need an MRI, CT, or nuclear medicine study, here are some things that you should know. Ashley Regional Medical Center has the most advanced technology available in rural Utah. The radiologist at Ashley Regional has 2 board certifications in the field of radiology, including nuclear medicine. The technologists at Ashley Regional are skilled, friendly, and informative in meeting your needs. From X-rays to CTs, Ashley Regional is northeastern Utah's choice for quality radiology services.
Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Local Point. Joining me once again in studio is Irene Hansen and Polly Karen. They are from the Enchanted Forest, of course, which is a fantastic event. Where is it occurring again? Where's the location of the Enchanted Forest?
In Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
Crossroads Senior Center.
Crossroads Senior Center.
November 15th, 16th, and 17th.
And the 15th, of course, is when we're having the bidding for the trees. And, you know, we were talking about in the previous segment about, you know, those people who come and they have dinner, and we want to make sure that the people who are coming to have dinner are actually going to bid on those trees. And of course, that's a great work of charity that those who are coming to bidding do for the community. But where do those trees come from? You know, they had to be decorated and brought there, and there's a lot of time and effort that goes into that. Paul, you say that you've had some experience with that. So tell me, where do the trees come from?
Well, last year we kind of did it a little different, but my husband and some other men went around in the oil field and had oil companies sponsor a tree. And then we had volunteers come and decorate those trees. And we let the oil companies, if they had a particular charity that they were passionate about, then that was the charity that they chose to sponsor. And it was just wonderful. It was exciting because in the past we made what, $12,000 to $15,000.
Yeah.
We decided to set a goal of $50,000, and we exceeded that goal $203,000.
I mean, that's incredible.
We were ecstatic, and as we were decorating the trees, everyone was so excited and thought, oh, if we could even raise $500 for our charity, you know. And then when the checks came out, $4,000 to $5,000 per charity, it was so exciting. You know, people were crying afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Very exciting, and so we want to keep that momentum going this year. We hope that we have, and the oil companies have been wonderful. Every single person that put in a tree last year wanted to put in a tree again this year.
Yeah.
So we had volunteers come help decorate, volunteers donate the trees. It was just a wonderful, our community is awesome that way. So we're excited about it.
I bet that word probably spreads about just the opportunity to decorate those trees. I mean, how long does it take? You've got 35 trees to decorate.
It takes, well, a lot of shopping, a lot of pre-planning, a lot of trying to find good bargains and deals on the trees, and then there's 3 full days of decorating the trees.
Wow.
3
and
full
are
days.
there themes picked for the trees?
Yes.
Do you, I mean, how do the volunteers get to decide? Hey, you know what? This is going to be fun. I want to make a candy cane tree or whatever
Yes.
it might be.
They get to decide. The oil companies don't care. They leave it up to, so that's really exciting. We try to come up with some different ideas, you know, so they're unique and special and exciting and fun to come and visit.
That's great. How long has Enchanted Forest been going on now?
Well, in a little bit different format for over 15 years.
Really?
It used to be kind of 100% of a fundraiser and an education opportunity for the CJCs.
Okay.
And Children's Justice Center.
Right.
And that was wonderful, but we knew that it was time to take it to the next level and do something for more charities and just make it bigger and bolder. But we're so thankful for those years that the Children's Justice Center planted those good seeds and made such a good quality event. We could kind of ride their coattails and take it to the next level.
Yeah. And the word you used, event, is really what it is, because not only on the 15th of November do you have the bidding and the dinner for the trees themselves, but the entire community can come get involved with the wreaths that are part of a silent auction that happened the 16th and the 17th.
That's right.
What else happens during those 2 days?
Well, I'll tell you the best thing and the thing that people look forward to and save up their pennies for, and that is a bake sale.
Oh, yeah.
A bake sale for, above all bake sales, the best food you can ever imagine,
like
from
what?
candy,
Like what?
apples, fudge, pies, cake,
bread.
homemade bread, wonderful cupcakes. I mean,
rolls.
and in fact, last year, all of my neighbor gifts, I'm confessing here, came from the Enchanted Forest. I
You
bought.
didn't have to make anything. You were
didn't
like,
make
I'll just go to the
anything.
Enchanted Forest, get all this stuff,
I
pay for
did.
it, hand it back out
I
again.
did. It was not only money going to a good cause, it goes to the Family Support Center, but all my baking was done.
And that is the true gift right there.
That's
the fact you
right.
didn't have to do any baking.
We do have to give some credit to Newfield. They were a huge supporter last year. And my husband Dan, Karen from Dan's Tire, there was a lot of people in the community that really put a lot of time in. I think we need to give some of those men some credit. And
That is great. Yes, for sure.
we couldn't have done it without the oil companies. We couldn't have done it without the oil companies last year. They were so generous, coming to bid, donate the trees, everything. They were awesome.
So let's reiterate, just to make sure everybody knows, if you want in on the 15th, which is the actual bid for the trees, how do we get tickets for that again?
Call the Duchesne County Chamber office at 722-4598. You can ask for me, Irene, or anyone there in the office can help you and explain to you how to get tickets, and most of all, though, come for the bake sale and come for the wreaths, come for all the fun on Friday.
Yep, in Roosevelt at the Senior Center.
That's right.
All right. Thank you so much, Polly and Irene. This is good. I'm excited for it.
You've got to come.
We got to come, and you've got to come. Thank you so very much for joining us once again here on VTV Channel 6 Local Point. We'll see you next time.